Hi, I'm Josh Romney, and I'm here today to talk about our friend Chairman Thomas Wright. As many of you know, Chairman Wright grew up in a political family. His father was state party chairman and the Republican nominee for governor in 1980. So at a very young age, he was on the campaign trail, traveling to county conventions across Utah, listening to his father speak. His own political involvement started when he decided to run for State House. He lost that race, but learned a lot about how to help candidates. He was determined to help candidates, and he brought that sentiment with him to the Utah Republican Party as well.
Hi, I'm Thomas Wright.
At age 37, Wright became the youngest state chairman in Utah's history. Taking bold leadership from day one, he outlined many goals for his chairmanship, which included 1. Increasing across-the-board participation in Utah's election process. 2. Modernizing the party's use of technology. And above all, goal 3, leading a unified party to elect Republicans. And not only did he meet many of these goals, in many cases, he exceeded them. In working to meet his first goal, Chairman Wright devised a plan to increase across-the-board participation in Utah's election process, starting with caucus night.
If you want to have good government, if you want to have good outcomes, if you want to have leaders that represent your views and your values, your principles, you better show up to caucus night. Chairman Wright understood that.
He traveled the state, meeting with leadership teams in every county about his 29-county plan.
Prior to his tenure, we had about 11% of our registered Republicans which were participating. That's way too low. And so he made it his goal to improve that. And in doing so, he went from 60,000 in attendance to caucus night to 125,000 attendance at caucus night. A remarkable increase in participation. His goals were reached, and I just credit his leadership, his tenacity, his determination, his enthusiasm to getting that kind of a result.
Vote by mail program that they expanded, the early voting that the state party expanded, has been a tremendous help to candidates.
I go back to Tom Wright's leadership when he was the Salt Lake County chair. I was running during a special election and wanted to be able to win Salt Lake County. And I do believe that his vote by mail, getting people involved early on, helped us take Salt Lake County for the Republican Party. He brought it to the state party when he became chairman of the state party and went from 9,000 vote by mail people to over 110,000 people.
Thomas also increased donor participation in Utah, an impressive feat.
The Chairman Wright raised $3.5 million during his tenure. And in terms of comparative election year fundraising, he raised double what other chairmen have raised since 2004. I've also been a chairman of the party when we were trying to raise money, and what Thomas Wright was able to do was just phenomenal.
Chairman Wright's second goal centered on evolving the party's use of technology. And through his digital plan, electronic voting, and caucus pre-registration, Thomas Wright truly spurred the technology revolution of the Utah Republican Party.
I was at the state convention in 2012 when they used electronic voting for the first time. It was great. It was fast, it saved a lot of time, and we actually got to know the outcome before the day was over. One innovation we've had under Thomas is the use of email. Anybody who is running for office and wants to get to Republican voters is able to send a message to the Republican Party and have that message fired out over email to the entire database. It's open, it's fair, and anyone has access to it.
Thomas came in and he said, we're going to change and we're going to do a better job of embracing social media. We're going to do a better job of being public and the things that we're doing, what we stand for, what we believe in, and why voters should vote Republican. And the great thing, the voters responded and they voted Republican. And we have a larger majority in the state legislature than we've had in decades.
In working to achieve these and other goals, above all else, Chairman Wright showed considerable leadership. This diplomatic leadership style was seen by many of you at the 2012 convention.
Chairman Wright has the patience of Job. Sometimes running a convention can be pretty taxing. And it's taxing for the first 4 or 5 hours, and I know what it becomes after that, because when we have 10 and 12-hour conventions and you've got a control order and procedure and process, that can be pretty tiresome. But he did it with an enthusiasm, a love for the party, a love for the people, the delegates, that's outstanding. He's been stunningly good in how he's conducted himself and led the party.
Thomas Wright did an incredible job last year at the convention. I went expecting the worst. I thought this could be a disaster. We could be there till midnight, and it went absolutely as smoothly as I thought it could have gone.
His legacy will always be doing new and innovative things in the convention, which actually sped up the process, and making sure he did it by keeping people informed. He truly is a people's person, and he worked with every element of the Republican Party.
Thomas walked the walk, talked the talk, and did everything he possibly could to make sure he supported the Republican candidate.
Chairman Wright's poise and diplomatic leadership style enabled him to unify the Republican Party, not only in good times, but in contentious times too. This leadership quality has earned him the respect of Republicans and even Democrats.
Thomas Wright is a born leader. It's impressive how he gets along with everybody. Nobody is too extreme, nobody's too moderate for him to not be willing to talk to and listen and understand and give comments and feedback. He's done a great job of leading the Republican Party during some very difficult times, contentious, not only on the national stage, but here in Utah. I think he's been a very professional chairman.
From generating the largest caucus turnout ever recorded in Utah history and increasing Republican vote by mail numbers by 12 times, to spurring the technology revolution of the Utah Republican Party, Thomas Wright truly is an innovative and bold leader. He led the party with diplomacy and poise, earning respect of all Republicans and Democrats alike.
We thank you for your leadership. You've exhibited much patience in contentious times. You've respected different points of view. Utah has benefited because of your leadership. We're stronger, better, and we've got better outcomes as a state because of your leadership in helping strengthen the Utah Republican Party.
We wish you luck in all your future endeavors and look forward to working with you in the years to come.